Recognizing the member for Cowichan Valley.
Thank you, Honourable Speaker. World Ankylosing Spondylitis Day was on May 3rd. It is a day dedicated to raising awareness and supporting individuals affected by ankylosing spondylitis. AS has no known specific cause, though genetic factors seem to be involved. People who have a gene called HLA-B27 are greatly at risk of developing ankylosing spondylitis. It affects the joints at the base of the spine where the spine joins the pelvis, and that can lead to pain and inflammation. The primary symptoms of AS are back pain, spinal stiffness that tends to worsen over time. Up to 1 in 200 people are estimated to have AS, and it is not considered a rare disease, affecting over 150,000 to 300,000 Canadians. Ankylosing spondylitis can also affect the hips, knees, shoulders, and rib cage. To my surprise, sometimes they affect the eyes, as I had iritis, inflammation of the iris. In some cases, AS can lead to other complications such as compression, fractures in the spine, skin paralysis, inflammation, bowel disease, and uveitis, and inflammation inside the eye. A unique feature of AS is that, unlike many other forms of arthritis, where women are mostly affected, 3 out of 4 are diagnosed with ankylosing spondylitis are men. Another characteristic of AS is that it tends to strike in the prime of your life, although it can occur at any age, and it most commonly in people between the ages of 15 and 40. I was 13 years old when I started having swelling in my right hip. It was painful. I was active in sports, grass hockey, cross-country running. This came to an abrupt stop as I couldn't walk on some days. The doctors didn't know what was going on with me. They thought I had juvenile rheumatoid arthritis. They thought, and it wasn't until I was 18 years old that I was finally diagnosed. There is no cure for ankylosing spondylitis. Treatment options include medication, physical therapy, and in some cases, surgery. The goal of treatment is to relieve pain, stiffness, which also slows the disease progression by contracting long-term inflammation. I felt like a human guinea pig when I was giving all different kinds of samples of medication. Most of them made me sick. I ended up in the hospital more than once with complications from these medications that were prescribed to me. Ankylosing spondylitis can worsen with age, but the progression is not a guarantee, and varies significantly between individuals experience a mild, manageable course, and others may experience a worsening of symptoms and potentially joint fusion over time. Believe me, joint fusion was not a fun experience. The pain was unbearable. Mine was a natural fusion, which most people have surgery to have that, of the spine, neck, and ribs. Earlier diagnosis treatment can help slow the progression of managing the symptoms. I was told by the specialist that I would eventually be in a wheelchair and that I would have to have both hips replaced by the time I was 40 years old. While some individuals with ankylosing spondylitis may eventually require a wheelchair, it's not a guaranteed outcome, such as in my case. I refused to listen to this and did everything I could for this not to happen to me. This was the start of my long, painful journey. The severity of AS and its progression varied greatly from person to person. Even though I was in pain every single day, I am not considered someone that has a severe case of AS. Many individuals with AS can manage their symptoms effectively, remaining independent and appropriate treatment, including medication, exercise, and lifestyle change. I'm so thankful that I found a happy medium and feel very blessed. In my case, stubborn, determination, and never wanting to give up helped me through the difficult days, weeks, and years. In British Columbia, PharmaCare provides coverage from a range of drugs of AS treatment. PharmaCare is also reviewing newer treatment options such as Bimzelx and Rinvoq, and I don't know how to say these, but Qwulti'stunaat. This evolving list reflects how many important continued research and policy support is for people living with AS. Awareness Day like this matter, not just to highlight the challenges we face, but to push for continued education, research, and better access to treatment for everyone affected. Thank you, Honourable Speaker.